Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly decor crafts. I also have a huge announcement. We have a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway winner. It is Chrissy Anderson at 6495. Chrissy, Crissy Anderson 6495. That is the user name. Just email me at oliviasromantichome@gmail to receive your $100 Hobby Lobby gift card, and also look for a new giveaway to be announced this week. I also have super exciting news in our family. My sister is going to be having a baby girl this winter, so super big congratulations to her. I'm back from my little Colorado vacation. We had a huge altitude change, so a little bit of adjustment as I get back into the swing of things. But I successfully completed a hike after breaking my ankle, and I'm super proud of myself for that. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this first Dollar Tree DIY I want to share with you, we are going to make a pink princess set of pumpkins. So from the Dollar Tree, I have these little mini pumpkins, and I'm painting them with a very pale pink little Waverly chalk paint, and that is going to give me the base for the pumpkin. I also removed the little stem because we are going to paint that a pale green and then add glitter to this. I am so in the mood to just start some of my holiday decor. It is going to be 104 degrees tomorrow where I'm at, so it's super hot. Now that I have both of the pink pumpkins painted, I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the stems and dip them in some glitter. The next thing I want to do is add some pink princess acrylic paint over my pumpkins, and that is going to give them a little bit more of a bright pink, kind of Barbie pink pumpkin. Who's excited for the Barbie movie? I'm already planning to go take my daughter and my son's girlfriend and some of my nieces to that movie. I'm so excited. So in lieu of that, I am doing these pink princess pumpkins. The next thing I wanted to do was add in some of these pearls. These are just Jumble Bumble pearls I found at a thrift store, but you guys can really use any kind of jewels or pearls that you have on hand. I'm tying a quick little pink satin bow. I'm just tying the bow like you would tie your shoelaces, and the pink satin ribbon I found at Michael's. These are going to be kind of granny chic Barbie inspired pink princess. Think of any wonderful Disney movie, maybe even Cinderella, and these might be the pink pumpkins that she would have in her decor. So once I have my little pink bows tied, I'm going to hot glue those to the top part on the side of the pumpkin. And this is a maximalist pumpkin. We are going to add as many goodies to the top as we can. The other exciting thing that I have to add to the top of these are some little miniature crowns. So thank you so much, Natalie, at totallydazzled.com. There's that cute little crown I added to the top of my pink princess pumpkin. But I will leave a link down below. But Natalie is amazing. She has a small business, and she sent me these really sweet little crowns and different bling options. So we're going to be using some very glam goodies in some of my upcoming videos. So I'm adding in a little bit more bougie glam goodness just to kind of get this really super cute. These were just some fabric little pink roses that I found on Amazon in a giant pack. My daughter actually ordered them to craft with, and here is how they turned out. So here's a pink princess teacup idea. You can add some pink raffia into your cute little favorite little teacup, and then add in your bejeweled pumpkins, and bam, you have a fabulous pink princess Barbie idea on a total budget. So again, this is totally not sponsored, but I just have to share these beautiful jeweled pieces with you guys. So these are those mini crowns. They come in this beautiful gift box, and there are a bunch of them. You can go on totallydazzled.com to see all the different options, but there are different sizes, and they're absolutely incredible and beautiful. If you love decorating with princess crowns, or you're going to do some type of theme, these are absolutely amazing. And Natalie is so precious to send me some of these. Thank you so much, sweet friend. She also sent me some beautiful mermaid beach bling pieces, and also some cowgirl bling pieces. I'm going to be using some of these in some of my upcoming DIYs in this video, so I'm excited to share these with you guys. But so many fun little pieces if you love to craft and love to add in some bling. So gorgeous, and these are so fabulous on a total budget, and I love supporting small businesses, and Natalie from Totally Dazzled is a small business, so go check her out. I will leave a link in the description box below for you guys. So for this next DIY, we are going to take one of these little $5 budget-friendly styrofoam pumpkins. I believe I found this at Walmart last year, and I'm going to take some chalk paint and chalk paint the entire thing. I actually ended up doing 2 layers of chalk paint, and I cut the top part of the pumpkin out. You can also do this with the carvable pumpkin, and it might make less of a mess with the styrofoam. So just forewarning, it does make a styrofoam mess. From the Dollar Tree, I'm going to take some of their little Christmas ornament balls and hot glue them into the front part of my pumpkin. I want to make it look like my pumpkin is like a magical jewel box spilling over with just pearls and, you know, gold pieces and all that kind of fun stuff. You could also use white ornaments to make it look like pearls. I didn't have any of those on hand, but I may do another one. The next thing I wanted to do was add in one of these Dollar Tree little mop brush heads, and that's the white furry part, and that's going to hot glue up against the back part of those ornaments. I'm going to hot glue a dabble to the top part of the little pumpkin, and then that is going to glue that back on. And here is how my jewel pumpkin is turning out. I'm adding in some pearls, and these are just like some clustered pearls. I actually got them from the thrift store and thought that they were like layers of pearls, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and use them as is. They're kind of like interwoven and hanging type pearls, which, hey, you know, use what you've got. And so then I'm just hot gluing those to the base, and then I cut off some individual strands of these and hot glued them in and around the center part of the little gold ornaments. The next thing I did was hot glue some pearls back onto the top part of my pumpkin, and then this cute little gold crown. This gold crown is from Natalie at totallydazzled.com. She sent me these fun little mini crowns that we're going to be using in some upcoming videos and DIYs. I want to do a glamorous kind of Princess Victorian Christmas this year, and I'm adding in some Mod Podge and some gold glitter to the top of my bejeweled pumpkin. Here is how it turned out. I recommend adding a little bit of glitter to any parts where maybe you had some gold globbly doos, or, you know, some parts with the hot glue where they're just got to be a little bit globby. You can add in some Mod Podge and some gold glitter, and no one will ever know that that's like a dab of hot glue that got out of control. So here is how it turned out. I think it's so Princess fabulous and wonderful and great and easy to do, repurposing an old pumpkin to make it look beautiful on a budget. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse this little pink Dollar Tree sign that said fresh flowers for spring. It has seen better days. It had some spots peeling off, so don't trash those old Dollar Tree signs. You can repurpose them with some chalk paint. So I just added pink chalk paint to the outside, and then I'm going to use some of these Dollar Tree wooden fall leaves that I had left over from decorating last year, or crafting actually, and I just never used them. I painted this one a light pearl color, and then I'm adding in just kind of some pink veiny parts to the leaves, and then a little green leaf stem on the base. I'm going to use all pastel colors on this. I was thinking if Barbie had like a vintage antique, pumpkin truck, how would she want that to look? So as you guys know, the new Barbie movie is coming out. My daughter loved playing with Barbies when she was a little girl, so we're going to go see that along with her cousin and my son's girlfriend, and we're so excited. We're probably going to try to dress up in pink and just make it a really fun time. So I'm hot gluing these cute little wooden leaves to the top part of the fresh flower truck. Again, this fresh flower truck was a Dollar Tree sign, and it just had seen better days. And you guys are probably going to see these trucks out at Dollar Tree for every season, so don't panic if you don't get one during the spring. They also sell wooden ones in the Crafter's Square section. The next thing I wanted to do was paint some cute little Dollar Tree wooden pumpkin pieces. And again, I'm just repurposing and reusing what I had last year. I'm using all green, pale greens and pinks for my little pumpkin truck. And again, I want to make it think like, if Barbie had a cute little antique vintage kind of pink pumpkin truck, how would it look? So this is dedicated to the Barbie fun movie that's coming out. I'm adding in some pink princess paint to the top part of the little truck above the wheels, and it's just pink princess paint from Walmart. It's like 50 cents, I think. And then I added some glitter over that. And then I'm going to add in more pink princess paint just to make it look kind of more pinky. The chalk paint I have is beautiful, but it's more of an antique pink. So it just really depends on what colors you have. And if you don't want to do this idea, you can totally do a traditional fall idea, or you can customize it to whatever color you want. You could do a Christmas truck. You can make it a purple, orange, yellow, whatever suits your fancy. This is the idea that I am rolling with. And I actually used to create really fun pink princess designs. I had an Etsy shop. If any of you guys were around when I was doing Etsy, I sold really beautiful customized pink goodies to people that just had all pink homes. So that was really fun. I had some really nice high-end clients, and I just pretty much worked for them and created pink goodies. I don't sell stuff anymore. I just teach you guys how to create your own goodies now on YouTube. So I'm coloring in some more of these cute little pumpkins and just adding them into the truck. And I'm making one for the front part of the truck. I wish I had like a little sign that said pink pumpkins. That would be really fun too. So I just hot glue that to the front. And then I'm adding in some of this pink little party paper. You guys can get this at Dollar Tree. It just came in my little Totally Dazzled box. And speaking of Totally Dazzled, here's some more jewels from Natalie's collection that she sent me, and this is from the Cowgirl collection. So I'm adding in this cute little fun fall star, and then I added a little horseshoe in to the basket. And here is how my pink princess Barbie fall pumpkin truck turned out. It is carrying all kinds of fall goodies with pink and white pumpkins and pink and green pastel leaves. It has a star on it because I feel like, Barbie would be riding with a little star on it, and it would be cute to have like the pink and white gingham dress with a Barbie cowboy hat if you put a doll with this idea. So fun and fabulous on a budget. So here's a super fun idea. Take a pot on your stove, just a little saucepan, and boil it, and then add in some cinnamon and some allspice and nutmeg, and it is going to make your home smell so cinnamony goodness. I'm using this with some baked pumpkin bread. My daughter and I, at the beginning, like at the hot part of the summer, we love to turn the AC down and just make it really nice and cool and watch the Gilmore Girls and start working on some of our crafts for fall and Christmas. I know that's crazy, but it's going to be 104 on Thursday and then 102 degrees on Friday. So we just really don't get outside during this really hot part of our summer. Comment down below what type of weather you guys are experiencing right now. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to make a cute little homemade Hello Pumpkin mug. You're just going to grab one of the white mugs from Dollar Tree, and with a Sharpie, write Hello Pumpkin, or pretty much anything that you want to create and write. I don't have the best penmanship, it seems like, anymore, but still it was fun to create this, and it's something you guys can do with your kiddos. You're going to heat your oven up to 300 degrees and then pop your mug in for 30 minutes. So here is me just popping that in, and then I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes. So for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make some homemade chalk paint. I'm just going to take some regular latex paint, and I'm going to add 1 cup of the paint and then half a cup of baking powder. I also kind of just know about how much to add in, but if you want exact measurements, and then you're going to take an old fork or whisk, and you're going to stir it really, really well. You want to stir it up really good, and that is going to be homemade chalk paint. So I love sharing that recipe with you guys. Now you can take some old pumpkins that you guys have left over from last season, and you can make them a little bit more fabulous. This is an easy DIY. You can do this with your kiddos. I like to buy a box of like latex gloves. If you're allergic to latex, just buy regular plastic gloves, and I pop those on, and then I go to town painting things to make them look a little bit more glamorous. Orange is great for Halloween as well, but I'm doing kind of a glam style for this, and I hope you guys are enjoying just getting some ideas for fall. Another fun thing you can make over and paint are some old sunflowers. So maybe grab some from the thrift store or pull some out of your old stash if you want to make this kind of, glamorous, just neutral white fall. Again, the reason I'm starting some of these projects early is because it does take time to paint and make over your old home decor. So if it's hot and wherever you're living, grab some paint and just start working on a theme for your holiday, for your fall and Christmas. I'll probably mix in some oranges in some spaces too, but I'm definitely going to have a little bit of a pink and white glamorous little Halloween or fall area. And then you can add some Mod Podge to the center part of your little sunflower, sprinkle in some glitter. You can add in some jewels and just make it really neat. And you can just do this for like a little space. You don't have to go totally all over the top with your entire space. It might take really a long time to make everything over in a pastel color. But again, this is just an idea for what you guys could do if you wanted to. I'm adding in some little cute little white pearls. This is so easy. You can do this with kids. You can spread out, a big piece of wrapping paper on a dining room table and just go to town, totally crafting it up. For me, crafting and decorating is so good for my heart and soul. I miss it when I'm away from it. It helps me with anxiety, depression, and it just helps also express joy. It doesn't even necessarily have to be that I'm feeling down. It's just I sometimes am so full of joy, and I just love to create things that are happy and that go into my little space. So I'm taking this old antique vase and adding in some styrofoam, and then using some just little Dollar Tree white inexpensive fall mums. Again, I have all these left over from last season. I'm going to pop them into the vase and then put in my fancy sunflowers. And this is also a fun decorating idea that you guys can do for late summer. So, maybe you're not ready to pull in any sunflowers yet once you get towards the end of July and August, but maybe you want to add in just some cute little pretty kind of pale florals that are going to start transitioning you. So this is just an easy little idea you guys can do on a total budget and customize it for your decor. You can also do oranges and yellows or blues or purples or whatever suits your fancy. Just change up the paint color or the ribbons. Always when I share with you guys an idea, that's how I suggest to change things up and suit your fancy. For this next DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can make a super easy, adorable little scrap fabric pumpkin. You're going to take a scrap of fabric, and this is just an old pillowcase that I had, and I had cut it in half, and then I'm just going to hot glue one edge of it and then hot glue the end. This is so easy, you guys. You're going to love doing these because you can just find so much fabric, you know, on sale or in your thrift store bins, or even take some old t-shirts that you guys have. And then once you have that done, you can take and bunch it all together, take a hair tie and hair tie around the base of that, and boom, you guys are going to have the base part of your pumpkin. And then you can fill it with fluffing, you can fill it with coffee beans, you can just fill it with whatever you guys have that you might want to use to stuff a pumpkin. I'm using some little Dollar Tree, just white bath salts to put into the bottom of that to make my pumpkin sit evenly, and then I'm going to stuff it with some old pillow stuffing. But that white bottom part makes it kind of be able to move around and take more of a pumpkin-y shape. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm adding in some more little white stuffing, and then once I have that adequately stuffed, I'm just going to gather it the top and tie it off. And then we can decorate that. I'm just going to tie it off with some little string. And again, this is something that you could do with your kiddos or your grandkids. A super easy, fun little craft. And it is early for fall. I totally get that. But hey, if it's 100+ degrees wherever you guys are at, you might want to start some of your fall and Christmas crafting. The next thing I did too was just get some little cute burlap scrap, tie that around the top part of my pumpkin, and then add in some cute little ribbon to boot. The next thing I wanted to do was just cut some cute little pink gingham leaves for my little fabric pumpkin, and this was super easy. And then I just hot glued them to the little edges and sides. You guys can use whatever scrap ribbon that you have on hand, and you can totally customize these. I'm now going to use some Dollar Tree ribbon, cut those into some leaves, and add in some pretty little jewels and some little pretty just pink fabric, baubles. Really get creative with this. Use whatever you guys have on hand. You could add in little pink roses, just whatever suits your fancy. And I think this is turning out so pretty and cute. And you guys could even open a little Etsy shop and sell little goodies like this on Etsy. I was looking for some the other day, and I just realized there's not very many like Victorian pink pumpkins on Etsy. So another fun little idea is to take a piece of garage sale curtain. You can find these curtains at garage sales or thrift stores, wrap them around a little vase and create a pretty little kind of vintage style votive. And you guys can use an old spaghetti jar for this. You don't even have to go to Dollar Tree and buy a vase. You can just use, this can be kind of like an upcycled idea. You're going to hot glue one side of the lace. Be careful because when hot gluing lace, it can be a little bit tricky and you can burn your fingers really easy. But then once you have that done, you can add in a pretty little votive candle that is battery operated. You probably don't want to add one in that's not battery operated. And then you're just going to also trim off your lace. You can add some bows. You could add some bath salts, ribbons. Just really get creative with it. I know my daughter, she's 16, and she's even been making like little lace scrap goodies to put on her purse. I'll have to share with you guys one day, but she cuts little pieces of lace and ties them to the top of her purse, and it's so pretty. So the next thing I'm going to use is add some of this little burlap around it. Again, you guys can get so totally creative with this, and this is so easy, and it's so budget friendly. These would also be a great budget idea for decorating for a wedding if you guys are doing kind of like a more of like a rustic kind of farmhousey theme. I can just think of so many different things. So at the Dollar Tree, they do carry those battery little flickering tea lights, and they just look so pretty popped in the sweet little vintage jar. Another fun idea is you can take some of those painted white sunflowers that I shared with you guys earlier in this video. You just take an old, sunflower, paint it white, and then cut little pink leaves to hot glue in and around your little white sunflower. This is just a fun way to repurpose and reuse and just make it a little bit more customizable and pretty, and you can just set those around wherever suits your fancy. I'm kind of really trying to give you guys crafts and ideas that you guys can do now and start to get ready for whatever type of theme you want to use in your decorating. I'm feeling like really doing kind of a more Victorian with some pastels this season. I don't know that I'll do that in all areas of my home as far as the pink and white. I'll probably do more traditional like in my living room and kitchen area, but I do want to do some more fancy kind of girly ideas probably in my bedroom and maybe my studio area. Here's how that cute little pink pumpkin turned out. I think these are so cute and fun and easy to do. They go adorable along with the pink princess pumpkins that I shared with you guys earlier in this video. And I really hope that you guys don't mind that I'm sharing pumpkin ideas. I know it's super early. The 4th of July is right around the corner. But really the next big upcoming holiday is going to be fall. So yes, I am doing a little bit of fall dreaming, especially when it's so hot outside right now, you guys. We really can't get out much. I can't get out to walk Benji Bear until later in the evening or try to do it early in the morning. He also has his fun summer haircut. You guys are going to see that at the end of this video, but fun and fabulous on a budget. And here is my little puppy dog Benji Bear with his summer haircut. I sat down with a little bit of food, and so he is waiting for Mom to give him a little delicious treat. Yes, I do love to give him little tiny niblets of things that are appropriate for him. He is so funny. And then today's prayer card says, "For we live by faith, not by sight." And that's 2 Corinthians 5:7. And I get all my prayer cards that I start my morning with at the Dollar Tree. I love y'all. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. Thank you guys for continuing to watch my videos as I have just recently returned from a summer vacation. We drove up into the mountains. First time that I have ever been at a really high elevation. It was actually in Breckenridge, Colorado. You guys can get a great deal going to the mountains in this season, which we did. My son in the last couple of years has enjoyed going and climbing at some of those mountains, and if you guys have been following my YouTube channel, I recently broke my ankle in January, so I wasn't for sure how he's going to do with the hike. He had planned a hike that was pretty rigorous and adventuresome. It ended up being about 7.5 miles in and out, and it was up a pretty tall mountain. It was a mountain in my opinion. And I successfully completed it. So that was a huge challenge and excitement that I was able to make happen. So I think mind over matter. There were several times towards the end of the hike that I wanted to give up, but because the kids were plowing on, I did as well. I don't think I would have had the fortitude to have experienced that and done that had it not been for some strong encouragement from my son and my kiddos. So sometimes I think that we think things in our mind that we can't get there, we can't do that, but we can do more than we think that we can. So that's just my little encouragement for you guys today. We also have some super exciting news for our community giveaway winner. I hosted a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway, and it is going to be Chrissy Anderson, Crissy Anderson 6495 is the YouTube username. Thank you for your sweet comment, Chrissy, and email me at oliviasromantichome@gmail, and just email me your name and your shipping address, and I'll ship that Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway out to you. I will be hosting a new giveaway this week, so keep your eyes pruned for that. And I'm going to be starting to think about fall and Christmas as we move into July. We'll do Christmas in July and that kind of fun stuff. I'm probably going to be doing a whole new theme this season. It's going to be exciting and a little bit girly. And remember, you guys can always take and whatever ideas I share with you guys, take them and paint them and give them your own spin. So here is my puppy dog, Benji Bear. He was getting excited probably about another puppy dog out in the yard. But I wanted to share with you guys his summer cut. He looks really serious, but he's happy to be home. He was at camp after we just got back from our vacation. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. And until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Talk to you guys very soon. Woof, woof. Bye-bye.